This is the Crimson Recap on the SVI Sports Network. Focus on Star Valley High School sports, scores, and highlights from the previous week. The Crimson Recap is presented by First Bank of Wyoming, your home for totally free checking, with local branches in Afton and Alpine, and online at gofirstbank.com. And now, here's your host of the Crimson Recap, Jake Hibbard.
Welcome into another Crimson Recap. You know, just like that, February already more than halfway gone. And today we'll have regional wrestling recaps as, that season, going right into state at the Casper Event Center this Thursday through Saturday. We'll let you know which Star Valley grapplers are moving on to the state tournament. We also had a record-setting performance in indoor track and field. We'll let you know more about that. We start today, though, with the final week of basketball upon us, and the second to last week just in our rearview window, and that's what we're looking at today with the Friday's road meeting against Jackson and the Saturday home matchup against Evanston. Star Valley led late in the fourth quarter by a single point, 63-62, but Jackson with the ball, and Seb Bruner with a deep left wing shot drills it. That puts Jackson up by 2 points. Now Star Valley would get a couple of points off of free throws to send it into overtime, and let's take you into this extra period. Star Valley down to their last hope. No shot clock here, 26 seconds left, and a steal! A steal! No! Out of bounds. We'll see here on the replay. A great job. The steal is done cleanly, but right there, stepped out of bounds. So back to Jackson, and they get fouled. Now, a couple of free throws, makes the first, misses the second. So still a three-point game. Star Valley with the ball. Quick three ball tried by Max Jensen, no good. Rebound squirting around down to the ground. Out, still in the Star Valley control. Looking over to the right corner, finds Cash Lancaster. He's got an open look, front rim, no good, and the clock expires. And just like that, Jackson gets the rivalry win, 74-71. After that overtime heartbreaker, Star Valley had to regroup and take on an Evanston team that had just hit a game-winning three-pointer in overtime themselves to defeat Green River on Thursday. It was a close game throughout the first three quarters. Let's take you to the end of the third to show you what the determining factor was for Star Valley and their win over Evanston. We picked this one up with 40 seconds left in the third quarter after an Evanston make. They lead at 39-36 on the Braves' home court. Max Jensen, not feeling too keen about this one, slips around, tries an open wing three, and buries it. So we're tied back up. However, Evanston right back on the charge. Good little slip screen, dish out left side. Jay Hill, the guy who hit the overtime three to beat Green River, knocks this one in. Well, let's fast forward now to the fourth quarter, 42-39, as Evanston with a three-point lead trying to get their first victory over the Braves. A quick shot up and in, and that's a two-pointer by Max Jensen. He hit the last three to end the third quarter. A quick steal for Cooper Lancaster. He gets fouled, so he goes to the free throw line. Lancaster on the first shot. That's good. It's a 3-0 run with 24 seconds gone in the fourth quarter. Second free throw, good as well, so it's a 4-0 run. Evanston having a lot of trouble in this fourth quarter with the half-court trap, and trapped over on the sideline here. It's back to Star Valley. Right out of that play, Cash Lancaster gets fouled. He makes the first free throw. He would miss the second. Another steal for Max Jensen up ahead. That was Smith McClure on the steal. Jensen finishes. Next play, Cooper Lancaster. How about this? Lancaster gets hammered hard. He's going to the free throw line. It's an 8-0 run. Another free throw here makes it a 9-0 run. Not even 2 minutes gone in the quarter. Out to the right side, Cooper Lancaster wide open. Nobody followed him out there. It's a 12-0 run. And, a little bit of deja vu. Other wing, Max Jensen, same issue. Nobody guarding him. It's a 15-0 run. Cooper Lancaster on the right wing. Another wide open shot. It's an 18-0 run. 18-0 run more than halfway through the fourth quarter. And then Max Jensen finishes off what was a 20-0 run for Star Valley. Let's hear from Coach Shumway after that comeback win against Evanston.
That was tough. A quick turnaround, an emotional loss last night. You saw the first half. We limped through it, but the kids dug deep in the second half.
Now for the Star Valley girls, as they will too be the number 1 seed heading into regionals next week in the Southwest Quadrant, it was, well, not as firework-filled weekend, at least not for their opponents. A 50-14 win over Jackson on Friday was followed by a 46-20 win over Evanston. Yeah, my math tells you something. 96-34, they outscored their opponents on the weekend. Wow. It was a little bit messy on Saturday, but they got it done, as we'll take you to highlights against Evanston right now. It was a 22-19 lead for Star Valley over Evanston at the halftime break. We jump in 2 minutes into the fourth quarter and a Kenley Engelhardt steal. Like I said, not everything was working for Star Valley, but Engelhardt, doing her impersonation of a woodpecker in a petrified forest, just keep busy and look for opportunities. Engelhardt gets the points there after the steal. A minute later, a nice look from Engelhardt down to Matt Christensen. She had 8 points in the game. Finally, with about a minute and a half left, did I say things weren't going quite according to plan for Star Valley? Christensen misses there. Erickson, who led the game with 14 points, can't get it to go, but Sheridan Coles finishes with the bucket. And the final 46-20, Star Valley allows Evanston just 1 point in the entire second half. We had regional wrestling over the weekend, so let's take a look at those results right now, starting with the girls. Remington Allman was the Lone Star Valley girls champion, and in addition to the names that you see placing there, in all there were 18 total Star Valley Lady Brave wrestlers who qualified for this week's state tournament, which begins on Thursday at the Casper Event Center. The Lady Braves also picked up the team win in the Western region with 189.5 points, which took place at Kelly Walsh. Second place was Pinedale, and Kemmer came in third. On to the boys' side, Kimball Perry, Tell Perry, Porter Merritt, and Cooper Burke, all respective champions in the regional weight brackets. And in all, 25 boys will be at this week's state tournament, also at the Ford Wyoming Center, Thursday through Saturday. And finally, in indoor track and field, we had the Simplot Games over the weekend, which saw a new Star Valley High School record in the 3,200 meters for Jace Burton. He ran the race in a time of 9 minutes, 22.44 seconds, and Valerie Urach took 4th in the long jump and 6th in the high jump. Finally, let's take a look at what's to come for this week in Star Valley Athletics. On Thursday, the boys and girls basketball teams will be at Green River to finish off their season, 5:30 and 7. And boys and girls wrestling at the Ford Wyoming Center Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And that's it for me. I'll be back next week to wrap up state wrestling and get you ready for regional basketball and so much more right here on the Crimson Recap.